podcast where we talk about all the things that matter the most in your health, your mindset, and your overall hype and way of life. Of course, I am your amazing host, Safa Al-Chami, and today we are diving into the most essential part of our health. I don't know why my whole topic has been about sleep today and the weeks coming and the weeks before, but sleep is key. We need to understand the most essential part of our health, and we are often underestimating it. This is the key to success, sleep, but not just any sleep. We're talking about why women need more sleep than men. Yes, it is true. They lie to you. We have always been told, get 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day. It's perfectly fine. It is not fine. It is not true either. Science backs it up today. We're going to explore all the reasons, all the nitty-gritty as to why women need more sleep and how it can impact your life. Let's go into the intricacies as to why women need more sleep, my friends. There's science behind it. We didn't put a rabbit out of the hand and use an excuse on our spouses to give us more leeway as to sleeping in, but there's actually science behind it. You've usually or probably heard the general guideline that adults need to aim to 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Well, here's a twist. Women actually need closer to 9 hours to feel fully rested. And why? There is a lot going on. There's the hormones, there's the genetics, and there's brain activity and productivity demands. Let's all break it down, and that's what we're going to do today. The first one is hormone fluctuations and the menstrual cycle. Ladies, let's be real. A lot's going on in our bodies, and they go through so much every single month. One of the biggest reasons why women need more sleep is due to hormonal changes. They're tied to their menstrual cycles. Throughout the month, estrogen and progesterone levels rise and fall, impacting everything from our moods to how we sleep and everything in between. You see, you probably heard the term the luteal phase. So during the luteal phase, which is the second half of the cycle, the body temperature rises and making it harder for us to fall asleep. Hormonal shifts can also trigger vivid dreams, restless nights, and anxiety, making sleep feel less restorative. Hormonal shifts can also trigger so many different things, so that's why women need extra time to recover and get their beauty sleep. That's where the term comes from. This means that many women need extra time to recover and feel energized again. One of our listeners, Sarah, shared how her sleep fluctuates during her cycle. She says, I used to feel guilty for needing sleep at certain times of the month. Hello, can I get an amen? Does anyone feel the same? I know I do. We used to feel guilty needing more sleep at certain times of the month, but understanding that it's tied to my hormones has helped give me permission to rest more when I need it. We need to nap without guilt, okay? And we need to nap without shame as well. Let's be honest here. The whole permission around needing sleep is just accepting that our bodies need different things, need different times, and need different aspects of our lives and attention. And we need to have less guilt around it. Number 2 is pregnancy and menopause. Extra sleep for extra challenges. If you've been through pregnancy, you know how sleep can become a very rare luxury. From sleep discomfort and physical discomfort of carrying a baby and frequent bathroom trips, pregnancy can often feel like sleep is elusive. And let's not forget the emotional roller coaster that comes with it. And then there's menopause. Menopause is a whole new chapter of our sleep cycle. Hot flushes, we got night sweats and hormonal shifts, and they all can disrupt sleep. But there's a whole other round to it. This all makes women feel like they need more hours to compensate for uninterrupted sleep. Sleep becomes vital for coping with these harder stages, helping your body recover and function at its absolute best and optimal state. You see, number 3 is quite interesting. Women's brains work harder. Yes, I'm actually saying really, women's brains work harder than men because it's actually fascinating. Research shows that women's brains use more energy than men's throughout the day. I mean, why? Why is this a fact? Because women are naturally wired to multitasking and processing information from all different directions, whether it's balancing work, balancing family, a social life, or running a business, women's brains are working overtime. And in fact, studies show and suggest that having a higher cognitive load, women actually need more sleep to restore brain function and prevent burnout. If you've ever wondered why you feel mentally drained after a day of juggling tasks, this is because your brain is working extra hard. There is a study from the University of Loughborough found that women who didn't sleep enough experienced higher levels of mental fatigue compared to men. So if you've been feeling exhausted and need more rest to stay sharp, that's your brain telling you that it needs a break. I will tell you my own little testimonial. I have a very hectic day. Naturally, last Friday, I engaged in a nap day. So on purpose, what I did was I cleared out my whole day and I did a nap day. I literally slept on the couch. I watched my favorite shows. I ordered takeout and I just relaxed and created a mental day for myself. Previously, I would have had some sort of guilt, but let me tell you, I felt energized. I felt energized for my children. I felt energized for my team. I was able to juggle with things properly. I was more productive once I was finished. But I gave myself, look, listen, I got till 2:30 until after I pick up my kids to sulk in my sorrow, and then I got to get on with it. So I gave myself a good 6 hours of proper rest. So I didn't have the guilt between it, so you shouldn't either. Number 4 is genetics actually play a role too. Believe it or not, your genes play a part in how much sleep you need. Women's bodies are naturally designed to require more sleep due to the biological demands placed onto them. From the reproductive health to caregiving, it is believed that women, genetically speaking, have adapted to need more sleep as a way to handle the intense energy demands of life, especially during phases like pregnancy, breastfeeding, and simply managing multiple roles. Number 5 is sleep for productivity and success. Now, here's where it gets really, really interesting. Sleep directly impacts productivity. Women are known for their ability to handle multiple tasks at once, but the mental energy, that always comes at a cost. Without enough sleep, you're more likely to drop in focus, drop in productivity and efficiency. You would know this after you catch a cold or get really cold, you feel really, really run down. It takes a couple weeks for you to get into your mojo and get into your rhythm. I know for myself as well. One of our listeners, Laura, came and she is a working mom. She runs her own business. She shared to me, I used to run on 5 or 6 hours of sleep thinking that I could power through, but I started to burn out really, really fast and a lot more than often. Now that I prioritize 8 or 9 hours of sleep, my productivity has skyrocketed. I get more done in less time and I feel way more focused and less feeling like I'm going to burn out. When you are well rested, you are more equipped to handle the challenges and make decisions and perform at your best. You see, sleep is not a luxury, it's your productivity tool. Number 6, stress and cortisol and emotional balance. Women are more likely and often more prone to stress and anxiety. It actually makes them harder to wind down at night. Higher cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, can interfere with the quality of sleep, making women more vulnerable to restless nights and difficulty staying awake. One of our community members, Mariam, shared her experience. She said, I used to lie awake worrying about everything, and it really affected my ability to sleep. But once I started to practice more stress management techniques like meditation and hypnosis, my sleep dramatically improved. And so did my mood and the energy for the next day. Prioritizing sleep allows our body to recover from the day's stresses, leaving you better equipped to handle the challenges of the day. So if you've been struggling with stress, sleep can be one of your greatest allies if you choose to ally with it. So how do we optimize our sleep? So now that we know that women need more sleep, how can we make sure that we're getting the most out of our rest? Number 1 is we need to stick to a bedtime routine. Yeah, I'm going to take you guys through the very, very basics. I mean, you sleep train your children. Now it's time to sleep train yourself. Try and go to bed and wake up at the same time each and every single day. Your body thrives on consistency, and so does your brain. Number 2 is make your bedroom a sanctuary. This is something called sleep association. When we're sleep training a child or a baby, we dim the lights down, put a little bit of white noise. we keep it dark, cool, and quiet. Well, this is going to do the same thing to you because it helps signal your brain that it's time to wind down. Number 3 is unplug before bed. You want to avoid screens 1 hour before bed. The blue light from your devices really messes with your melatonin levels, making it hard to fall asleep. And number 4 is self-care is key. Relaxation is just as important as productivity. Whether it's a bath, reading, meditation, make sure you're doing something calming right before bed. Number 5 is staying awake. Regular exercises improve sleep, but avoid working out too close to bedtime as it may keep you awake. Number 6 is mind your diet. You want to watch out for caffeine and heavy meals at night. They can mess with your sleep quality significantly. The bottom line of everything that we've said today and we've discussed today is women's body have different sleep needs, and that's okay. Whether it's due to hormones, brain activity, or life demands, you deserve that extra rest. And I think we all need to agree that we need to remove the guilt behind it. Sleep isn't just nice to have, it's essential to your health, productivity, and well-being. So if you've been feeling tired after the recommended 8 hours of sleep, give yourself permission to catch on a little bit of a nap time or a snooze time during the day. You got to take it from experts and take it from women like me and you. Sleep is your secret weapon. And it's a secret weapon to living life to the absolute fullest. That's it for today's episode of the Hype Coach podcast. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends. And remember, prioritize your sleep, girl, because you deserve it. And until next time, keep hyping yourselves up. And I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Hype Coach podcast. If you did enjoy this podcast episode, please share it on your socials. You can find me on IG, Safa Al-Chami, TikTok, The Al-Chami Life, and you can book a personal therapy package at my website, www.thehypecoach.com.au. I look forward to working with you. Let's grow.